Hey guys, it's Allie. Welcome back to Allie's All About Minis. And today, huh, today we're going to attempt to put the section up here um, so that I can finish the roof. I've already fixed all the shingles and painted. This is what color the roof is going to be. I just have to try and put this together, and I think I might even need assistance from my husband to get this nailed in. So I am going to do that and come back. Okay? So hang on. Then we'll start talking about these shingles, because I'm not really sure. I'm not sure that I have enough, but I'm also not sure I shouldn't just take them all off and on this side of the roof anyway and start over. I'm not happy with the way these came out, although I have to see, maybe when they're painted they will look a little better. They seem to be a lot more textured than the old ones and a lot thinner. So I don't know, we'll see about that. And I still have to get painting inside here. Lots to do today. I've got 2 days off and I'm ready to do it. Tired of looking at the crayon and the broken shingles. Okay, so I'm trying to piece this together to line up with the roof, the hinge up there, and the way that they've already done the shingles, the previous owner. And I am not sure how to go about clamping this to dry and nail. So I'm going to try right now to put some glue in between here. It seems to be staying just like this, but the minute I try to prop that piece up, it just becomes like a free-for-all where I don't have enough hands or fingers to hold it properly in place. So I am going to attempt to glue that so that at least these two pieces are dry. Maybe by the time I get back, I've got an appointment for one of the doggies today to have some treatment for her back. So I'm just going to try to do that and see if it dries enough that these two pieces are held together, that I can go ahead and put the third up and then nail everything together. Let's see how that goes. All right, so when in doubt, use some masking tape. I will tell you that I did do this already, and I literally picked up the camera, and just like everything always in my life, it collapsed. So, and I chipped the main piece over there. Oh, actually, this looks too high now for the hinge. So what I'm going to try and do is, I'm going to try, oh, and it's off now here. I'm going to try to quickly put some nails in it. They might not look great. I'll probably have to touch them up with some paint, but at least they'll kind of hold it in till the glue dries. And then I will nail it from the inside. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I had bought two different boxes of nails, not knowing. I should have measured before I bought, but not knowing, I figured I'll just buy a 1 inch and a 3/4 inch. They have the little heads on them. So we're going to try and see which one of those works to tack this in. Okay, so I am going to try something. I don't know if it'll work, but I figured I'd show you what I'm trying in case it does work out. Then it will be in the video. I have these little tiny wood squares from Dollar Tree. I got it quite a while ago. They're from Crafter Square, 15 millimeters. I'm going to try and glue them into some spots to see if it'll help. Number one, hold it together, but number two, give me something to nail to. So let me show you where I plan on gluing them. So here you can see there's a little triangle up there above the cutout. I'm thinking if I put this kind of in like that over there, that it'll give me something to nail in, as well as along the inner roof line here, so that I can nail in, oops, this way, and try to get the whole thing to stay together. The problem is that probably why it fell off is that there's no support in holding it together, and it's not attached to this, it's attached to the roof. So you can imagine, so many times of picking up and down the roof and maybe slam shut, and it's just going to jar loose. And for some reason, there were no nails in these two side pieces, only in the front piece that's laying right here, that goes in the front of the house to nail to these two pieces. So that's why it fell off, I'm sure. So I'm going to try and do that up there, and maybe even some in this area against the house there, because there is, as you can see, there's some wood there I can maybe rest the roof on. All right, so let's see how that goes. Okay, now to attach these, I'm trying to use the clear tacky glue and some hot glue to temporarily hold it in place while the tacky glue is drying. I keep trying this method. People seem to have it work for them. So let's see if it works today. Okay, it's the next day. I wanted to give the glue a really good chance to set. I ended up having to redo this yet again with wood glue, and I should have just started with the Gorilla wood glue from the beginning, but I don't know why I thought the tacky glue would work, but it didn't set fast enough or like solid enough. So I'm going to show you what I did here. I took those blocks because you could see this is like a funky, lots of different angles here. So a cube would not have worked in there. So what I did was, because they're 90 degrees, and this was approximately a 90-degree roof line, I used them in there to add extra gluing surface. And what I did was, you can barely see, I traced a line here for that front piece that's supposed to go up there, and I put a block there to glue to. When I glue that, one here and one here. Now, because I didn't cut this and it was kind of, a rough cut. Oh, and I think I talked about these originally, were there, just one, because this one fell off when the whole thing collapsed. But I had a huge gap in there. So what I did was, I had these little balsa wood, like kind of strips. I filled this crevice in here with some Gorilla Glue, and I shoved this in there. So this way, again, it's all kind of more becoming one piece, if that makes any sense. Kind of show you like this. This one I just have to trim this. Here's some extra glue that dripped out. I don't really care about the way it looks. I'll pinch off some, cut it with a knife. But I am going to paint this roof this color, so I don't think you'll really see much. But I did close up the gap, so I don't see any daylight through there. You can see how there was a little bit of a gap. But then the other thing I did manage to chip off some pieces while I was waiting, which I was impatient about, and I really should just be patient and let the glue do what it has to do. Because while I was chipping that, I knocked the whole thing down again, a separate time. Hey, life isn't perfect, That piece fell off. I saved that piece. I'll have to glue it back on. But, you know, my channel is about showing you what I'm going through rehabbing this dollhouse. So it's not all, look, I put some glue on it, clamped it, and it's perfect. I'm showing you what you might go through if you rehab a dollhouse. So I'm going to take this tape off. I am going to work on the front piece. I don't think I'm going to get to the roof this weekend. You know, besides, again, I'm just chipping some off where I think I can see all of these little pieces are so glued on I can't get them off. And there's other pieces. Again, I'm not looking for a brand new built roof. The story of my house is that it was abandoned at some point when the owner got it and she's fixing it up. So, you know, if it looks a little rough in spots, you know it's not going to be a brand new roof. So I'm just trying to make it look like three little girls didn't have their way with crayons on my roof. So, yeah, so I'm going to now try and work on this front piece here. And after I get all this tape off, I'll show you what I plan to do there. Okay, so I happened to look back on the building instructions. I'll try and put a little picture in to show you what little guide. This was, I think it was in the 80s. It was a book for building houses, building dollhouses, and that's what this is based off of, my dollhouse that somebody built. So I went back and I looked at the plans, and apparently I am missing more pieces than I thought. So I kind of devised something. Let's see. I'm going to put this up like this. I'm trying to do it with one hand. That should stay there for a second. And then you'll notice there's sort of just this empty spot, and it's supposed to sit on top of this. I really don't know why this is like a little cubby here, but whatever. It is on this side as well. So there's supposed to be some sides that go here and a bottom. So I did cut, actually have a piece of wood that I got from Dollar Tree that I cut, and it's going to kind of go on the bottom of there. So I'm going to try to assemble this. I'm going to try to nail and glue these two together like this, so that when I do come here to glue it, you'll see this is kind of a wonky angle, so they're not going to really line up. I'll put some glue in there anyway, but it's the best I can do with what I have. So that's the way it's going to go. And then, of course, you know, we'll paint it all, we'll trim it out, and it'll all look good in the end. I have confidence. So let me get to that, and then we'll round up the video. So I've put glue in here, and now I'm just going to tack it down. Oops. It's hard to do this on camera with some 3/4 inch nails. And hard to do it. So it's starting to get late in the day, and the sun is coming in a little weird angle, so I hope you can see this. It is propped open. As you can see, I got this wood piece connected. It's going to look like this. I got new shingles. Some of them had bounced off and broken from this dropping several times. So I've kind of fixed those. I've got the bottom attached. What I'm going to have to do is probably add a few pieces in to here to make this more of a secure attachment. So I will do that. But yeah, so that's finally done. This is part of the missing pieces that I did not get with the dollhouse. If you remember, this was all in pieces when she gave it to me from the lady I purchased it from. So I will maybe put some strips of basswood in there in the future. Right now, I'm just trying to get the structure up so that we can look at it and decide what colors to make it. That's in another video. And I want to get working on the roof. And eventually I'd like to get working inside. I'm really itching. I've got several kits to start building furniture, and I'm very excited about that. So I wanted to get to that. We'll worry about all the trim pieces later. I've got several pieces of trim to do, and we've got a lot of painting to do. All has to get painted. So yeah, right now it's drying like that. There's a lot of wood glue on this right now. I secured it to the blocks, as you can see, up top. I don't know if I can get the camera in here now. Yeah, see there's some glue dripping. I better wipe that off. And the same thing goes on this side. Again, everything can be painted. I'll have to wipe up this dripping glue right now, but everything will be painted probably again. So we'll get on that and make it look all neat and tidy. I will insert a picture of this closed so that you can see how it lines up once this dries. I don't want to mess with it right now because that's been my issue, is kind of rushing to speed this along a little bit. And then, of course, the glue isn't set and it falls apart. So for right now, I'm going to let that dry. I will take a picture of it with the roof down, with the attic closed, and we'll get a look at it. It really lines up nicely over here. And yeah, I still don't know if I should put some kind of trim on these pieces, but again, we'll get to that. So guys, I want to thank you so much for watching my video. You have no idea how much it makes my day to see that all the new subscribers are getting to the channel. I hope you enjoy watching the video, and I will see you again next weekend when I tackle the rest of the roof shingles. Oh, and I have a haul coming. Another haul. All right, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, click subscribe for me, and you'll be able to see more videos.